Hello, hello. Hi, guys. If it's your first time here, my name is Candido Torres. I am a local makeup artist in the Phoenix, Arizona area. And today I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of a nice little chit chat, get ready with me makeup moment. I have a lot to talk about, so buckle up, get a little bit of a snack, get a little bit of a coffee, café con leche, and let's get started. So, how is everybody doing? I have been doing kind of okay. So this past week, and honestly for the past month, I've been going through some stuff. Not anything like too crazy, but definitely like something that not really prevented me from filming, but just made me feel a little bit lethargic. So the first thing that I did real quick is I went in with the It Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer. I have been using this lately to put under my makeup, to wear for daytime, and I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I still have like a first impression of it just being super moisturizing and it being super like glowy, but I haven't really seen any difference with my skin. It could likely be that I'm still young. Like I'm not really the target audience for the moisturizer, but I definitely love it. Next up, I'm gonna go in with the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. I'm just gonna hydrate my under eyes real quick while I tell you guys about what has been going on with me as of late. So about a month ago, or I think it could have been a little bit less than that, I found out I had a hernia. And I had known that I had something wrong with me since like January, like the beginning of the year. I had felt like this weird nub under my stomach. And at first I thought it was just like a large, like, I don't know, like acne situation. Like I just figured that it was more like a skin thing. And if I had waited a little bit longer, then it would have gone away. But for some reason, it just never went away. So I decided to go to the urgent care nearby and just kind of see like what the tea was. Well, basically they just felt in that area. It's not anything like crazy, but they just like felt in that area and they felt that knot. And so they determined that I had a hernia. And I recently was working in the restaurant industry, and I was working as a food prep for a local, really healthy restaurant. But unfortunately, because of that restaurant, I had to lift heavy things and, you know, carry things, and that just was not good for the hernia. So unfortunately, I had to stop working, and I basically put everything on pause because of this hernia. But yeah, so I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of a nice glowy makeup moment. It's actually the first time that I'm using this. This is the Power Grip and the 4+ Niacinamide primer from e.l.f. I recently heard about this in a TikTok, and I don't really understand what the niacinamide is for. Like I said, I'm not a skincare girly, but I did want to give it a try just because I do love the original Power Grip primer. And I mean, the niacinamide, I think is like a skincare ingredient, correct? So I think this will definitely be good for my skin. I just don't know if it's good for my skin in particular, because I do have dry skin. So it could be good for somebody else, but it could not be that great for me. But we'll see. Okay, so right off the bat, I can already see like a little bit of glowiness. What I like about this is that it feels really tacky. Like, oh, the stick is there. Okay, I actually really like this. Like, yeah, so first impressions, I actually really like this. I think it looks really good right now. Obviously, I'll have to see like how it looks in the end of the makeup look, but I'm really liking this so far. Like, period. So now that the skin is primed and moisturized, I'm gonna go ahead and let that really sink into the skin. And while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and work on my brows. So right now I'm using the Brow Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and I'm just gonna brush through my brows and just kind of see where they're at right now. Looking very bushy, very unkempt, but you know what? That's the power of Cuban brows. Okay, so now that I filled up the brows, as you can see, they look like more like sisters, not like twins, but that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go in with the NYX, the brow glue, and just kind of put those in my brows. Okay, so now that I put the brow glue on the brows, I usually like to go back in with the e.l.f. pencil on the spoolie end and just kind of like spread that product into the brows and then use that to kind of reshape the brow. So that way it kind of like sets into place as I want it to, you know what I'm saying? Super full, super big, super caterpillary, but you know what? We do what we gotta do. So before I do anything, I like to make sure that I pro conceal with the LA Girl concealer, just to make sure that I, you know, cover any beard areas and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So while I do the color correcting, how are y'all doing? I am doing okay. Not being able to work has definitely felt a little weird, felt a little funny, just cause I'm like pretty used to working. And so like yeah, and I'm at a point where like I can't not work. So like not working has definitely felt really weird. You know, like I said, I can't really not work. And as of late, like since I've been having to financially like support myself, you know, it has been a little bit strange having to kind of like learn how to do everything and how to like properly do certain things and how to like pay bills, how to do taxes, how to like do X, Y, and Z. And like obviously like I've been doing those things for so long already with like, you know, paying my own phone bill and stuff like that. But like I feel like when you actually like live on your own, it's a totally different ballgame. Like it's not the same to where you have like a safety net, like your family, you know, like this is like real, like me taking care of my own self. And while I do feel like super free and I'm able to do whatever I want, at the same time, in the same token, I technically don't have like the a freedom to do much because, you know, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of money, you know, like, and that's life, especially now, like with everything in the, you know, recession and stuff like that. I can't imagine it being that much easier for a lot of other people. I'm very lucky to not necessarily be going through some serious, horrible health scare. Hi, so editing me here after like 2 months of not editing the video because I had a health scare. I had a appendectomy. If you don't know what that is, that means I had appendicitis. I'm really close up. I'm really sorry about that. So yeah, that's kind of ironic. Anyway. But it's like, you would think that a hernia would be like, oh, like it's no big deal. But like, it's because of this hernia that I legitimately cannot work. And that's really frustrating. Like I said, like I need to work, you know? Okay, so now that the color correcting is over, I'm gonna go back and do something a little bit interesting. I do have some new concealers that I wanted to try. I don't know if I'm gonna try all of them in this video specifically, but I do have some concealers. So I do have the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Coverage Concealer. This concealer apparently is kind of like a semi-matte concealer. It looks like this. Nice doe foot. I really like the packaging. I think the packaging is like super cute. And it's actually pretty affordable too. I think it's like 15 bucks, 20 bucks. So it says here that it has a natural finish. It's long wear and it's anti-pollution. It's blendable liquid cream with a weightless feel. It also has 12-hour hydration, retouch and conceal all over the face. It is non-comedogenic and produced with 30% certified recycled content. I think I'm gonna use this for the video alongside my holy grail Hourglass concealer. So let's definitely get into complexion. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use the Haus Labs foundation. Now what's different about this foundation is this is in a different shade. So originally I was using the Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation in shade 145 Light Cool. But in this video, I'm gonna use 130 Light Warm. Now the reason why I wanna use more of a warm foundation is because even though my skin is a little bit more neutral, I feel like it looks a lot better on camera and just in person with a warmer complexion. So that way it kind of like melts together. So let's give it a whirl. I actually really love the packaging. I don't know if I really spoke about this in any other video. The packaging just does it for me. So let's take a look. Ooh. I think I might like that. Hold on. Let me go ahead and just like dot this all around my skin. Of course, my Haus Labs foundation in 145 Light Cool has always been my holy grail, but trying this new shade is definitely gonna be interesting for me. I can see a huge difference in comparison to the Light Cool compared to this. I feel like this is a much closer match to my skin tone. It's a little bit warmer, so obviously it's not gonna look exactly the same, but I can see the vision, you know? Like this definitely looks a lot closer to what I was originally using. Yeah, and the same thing as before, I just love the coverage. Like the coverage is fantastic. If you really want like a full coverage foundation, yet it's still super hydrating, super just like easy to wear, super lightweight, then I definitely recommend the Haus Labs foundation. And honestly, something that I've been really loving lately is full coverage. Like before I used to be like the no makeup girly, but now like I've just been loving like full coverage, like get my whole skin covered up. So yeah, that's basically the foundation. I'm definitely loving this. Like super glowy, super healthy. This really just took it another notch like up, you know what I'm saying? So now with the Sephora Best Skin Ever, this is in the shade 13P. So I think it has a pink undertone. Oh right, so the Sephora Best Skin Ever, let's really get into this. So I really like the doe foot applicator. It's not too big, but it's also not too small. Oh wow, wait. Hold on. Okay, very interesting. Huh, so this looks very yellow. I will say that. It looks very yellow, and first impressions, it's very liquidy. Like, it's very watery, very liquidy. Let's go ahead and blend it out real quick. Hold on. Okay, very interesting. I don't know how to feel. Like, this is weird to me. I don't know. I've become so accustomed to the Hourglass concealer that, like, I'm not used to this sensation. I haven't used a more matte concealer in a really long time. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this. It's not too light, because I feel like this Hourglass concealer is in the shade Cream, and it's very light. It pretty much matches my skin tone, if not even lighter. Whereas this, even though it's more of a pink undertone, it kind of looks warm. I don't know if it's oxidized like that, or I don't know what happened. Does it look bad? No, like it doesn't look bad in the slightest. It just doesn't look like what I expected. Maybe I'm just not knowing what I'm talking about. First impressions, it's definitely very liquidy. It actually matches the House Labs skin tone pretty well, and it looks nice. I like the way that it looks on my skin. It looks super smoothing, super obviously concealing. It does its job pretty well. I'll have to see what it looks like after I've done the makeup application and I've finished doing everything, but yeah, like so far so good. I'm kind of here for it. I'm gonna go in with the Sephora setting powder. So with the Sephora setting powder, what I like to do is I kind of like to take a beauty blender and kind of like buff out any creases that may have been created with the, you know, your natural wrinkles and the concealer. So as of right now, I'm definitely gonna say that it's a little bit more like semi-matte. And I'm not like against that, but I'm typically a little bit more here for my like liquid, more like hydrating concealers, you know? So then with the setting powder, I'm gonna like look up and then set the under eyes. I don't currently have a powder puff, but I definitely want to like start getting into that because it definitely makes people look super snatched. But I'll just kind of like take that and kind of like press it in to my under eye and then bring it up. I'm also gonna take that and buff it into the eyelid. I always do this thing where like, I'll like be in the middle of like explaining something and then like, as I'm doing it, I just pause. And then like when I finish doing it, I like go back to talking. It's like this weirdest thing in the world. If you don't know, I actually live in Arizona. So I think I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but I've been living in Arizona for the past like 4 years at this point, and I'm bored. So I've been just considering like places to move potentially sometime in the future, places to visit, to maybe move to eventually in the future. It won't be anytime soon because like I'm saying, like the money is just not moneying at this moment, and like I just don't think that moving to a different state is gonna be very smart. But I do want to move. I am bored of Arizona. She and I just don't see eye to eye, and I'm bored. Okay, like I've had my fill, you know? And at this point, like, I'm good. You can take care of yourself, you know, but yeah. As you can see, like, wait, this is cute. This is the look. Bye, have a nice day. Like, roll credits. JK, I'm actually not done just yet because I wanted to try out these 2 new products that I got from Ulta. So I'm gonna try out the Juvia's Place Bronzee in Light. And then we're also gonna try out the Juvia's Place The Coffee Shop eyeshadow palette. I'm very excited about these 2. Let's get into it. Hello, Juvia's Place. Hi, it's Candido. Oh my God, I would love to, girl. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is the Juvia's Place Bronze palette. It's basically like a light palette. It's perfect for me. It's also like a phone, like an ancient ancient cell phone, and I just love that it can like snap in place, so love that. I'm gonna use this Sephora like Christmas brush, and I'm gonna dip into this shade right here. If you can't tell already, I have dipped into these with my fingers, but I'm gonna use this one to build up, oh, exposed. I'm gonna use this one to kind of build up my contour, and then maybe this to bronze. We'll see, we'll see. I'm kind of scared. I've been using the Sephora contour palette for the past like year, so like, is it doing anything? Am I just like blind? Okay, yeah, she's definitely there. I was like, wait, like I can't see it. I've been eyeing this brand for the past like year, basically. Always a little bit scared to try it. Not because it's not like a bad brand or anything. I'm so used to using the same things over and over again that I get very picky. It's very light, I will give it that. Like it definitely like matches up to the name. But like, it's a very nice, you know what I'm saying? Like very snatcherino kind of contour. Let me go into the more bronzed side of the palette. Moment of truth.
I hope that's vagina.
Juvia's Place. Like, wait, that is gorgeous. I'm kind of obsessed. That looks like a beautiful, like, sun-kissed moment. This is really cool. I'm not easily impressed because, like, usually I'm just like, okay, like, whatever. It just is the perfect amount of bronze. I've been struggling with bronzer and contour because usually I'll get more of a gray tone and it doesn't really look that nice on me. I'll usually get like, last year, I think like, or even 2 years ago, I got this Sephora like micro smooth multitasking baked face powder in the shade 58 Almond, which is was a mistake. And it was like too yellow. It was way too yellow on me. And while the formula is great, it just didn't look good on me. However, this might be my new holy grail. Like this is a gorgeous, nice bronze. And also what I love about it is that like, it's very just like concise and like demure and just very pretty. It's not like, bam, like in your face. It's just like, oh, hi. I actually kind of like how matte this look is. I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like, wait, I'm not a fan. But now I'm like, wait, I'm a fan. It definitely is probably more suited for like summertime because I feel like during the winter you want to go for more dewy, more pretty. But this is like pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, like it looks kind of cute. I'm actually gonna go ahead and start using the Coffee Shop by Julia? Who the fuck is Julia? Juvia's Place. First of all, I just want to say I'm actually obsessed with coffee. Like I'm addicted to coffee. Like I drink coffee at least like 4 times a day. So let's go ahead and open her up. Oh! To the color story, it is literally giving you coffee realness. Like I fucking love it. I fucking love it, babes. When I saw this at Ulta, I was like, thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared because like I do worry about fallout. I haven't heard anything about this doing fallout, but I don't like fallout. So I'm a little scared, but we'll work it out, okay? I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade right here. What I'm focusing on is I'm gonna try to like lighten up my eye area and kind of like blend this into my eye in general. Okay, see, this is the problem with like matte or like semi-matte or satin concealers. They will do this thing on the under eye where like they will not budge. So I'm definitely gonna have to like really work this in, but I'm just gonna focus on like lightening up the under eye and just kind of making it look like primed and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Okay, wait, this is the sugar. This is the sugar. So how I drink café con leche is I put sugar first. I put like 5 scoops of sugar. And then I'll put in hot coffee so that way it can really mix with the sugar. And then I'll put milk on top of that and then put it in the microwave and it's a perfect, delicious goodness. So this is definitely the sugar. We're putting in the sugar. As you can see, like it definitely like lightened up my eyes. So next up, I'm gonna use this shade right here. That shade. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna really blend this into my lid. Oh wow, I definitely love this. And I also love how it's like really nicely like pairing up with my eye color. Like it's a really pretty shade. It definitely reminds me of like coffee that's coming into the cup, you know, like when it's like dribbling down. This is like kind of making me want to drink more coffee. Like, hello. I'm gonna go into this more deeper brown right here on the bottom, and I'm gonna take this Sophia Kashik brush and just kind of like take that, and then I'm gonna place it like right here. So I'm basically deepening up the eye. Oh wow, that is pigment. I think I may have put too much. Ooh. Maybe I should have done the eyeshadow before I did the makeup, but oh well. Usually I do that, but like today I was just like, let me just get into the complexion and then we'll kind of like see what I want to do. But wow, just like first impressions, pigment is there. Pigment is really there. Like I'm gonna use a brush, a clean brush to kind of blend both of them together. Yeah, I have to be really honest. Like this is really good. This is just really good. Like I'm gonna take this more like lighter brown right here and I'm gonna use that. I think I'm gonna use this to kind of like blend out the brown right here. Oh yeah, I love that. I feel like if I were to use it a little bit more, I definitely could master this palette. This is so cute. I think the last finishing touch, I think I'm gonna go ahead and add, ooh, this is kind of hard. I think I'm gonna add, ooh, this kind of like caramel like bronze on the inner corner. That is so, wait, oh, wow. That is so pretty. Clock that the house, like, wow. This is like caramel, like frappuccino realness, but like, this looks really good. Like I'm obsessed. The formula is really nice, really easy to blend. It's really pigmented as well, so you're not like, you definitely have to have like a lighter hand when applying it because it does like get really crazy. Alrighty, so that's basically the eye look done. It's just a really nice, simple wash of like browns and like that really beautiful like bronzy eye glitter. Like that is just so gorgeous. I am like, I can't say this enough. Like this is legitimately so pretty, so easy to work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the lashes with my e.l.f. Big Mood Deep Brown Mascara. It's gonna go really perfectly with this look because I'm already doing brown, so it just like works. I'm gonna finish up the look with the Fenty Beauty Heat Lip Plumper. I think it's gonna look perfect with like the brown aesthetic. Yeah. And then to finish the look, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Sail Night Microfine Setting Mist. And there you have it. That's the final look. Thank you so much for joining me with this little chit chat. Get ready with me. I really love some of the products that I tried today. I loved the e.l.f. Primer Grip primer with the 4% niacinamide. I think I may have to use this a little bit more consistently to really see results, but first impressions, I really like it. I like the grip that it has, the Gorilla Grip. I like that it has that extra like skincare benefit, so that way when you feel a lot better when you actually use it over a longer period of time, instead of like using it once and then like not seeing much of a difference with your skin. I think I really like this. As well as the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I've been really loving this product. Like it just has that super strong moisturizing power that not only gives you the confidence to wear makeup, but the confidence to wear no makeup. Like it just gives you that confidence where you know you're getting that moisturization that's gonna really oomph up your skin, you know what I'm saying? Next up, I definitely do like the Sephora's Best Skin Ever. I think it's a really nice concealer, and I'm typically not used to using like satin finished, more matte finished concealers. I used to do that back when I first started doing makeup consistently, but I definitely noticed that it was a little bit more crackly. This concealer I can see is already breaking up. It's already like doing its thing, but I feel like it happened quicker compared to the Hourglass concealer. That's my holy grail. This is the Hourglass Vanish Cream Concealer in the shade Cream, and this one has been my holy grail. I use it all the time, and I don't really see an issue with that, but like with this concealer as well, like it's full coverage, like it says it is, and honestly, it kind of functioned the same way that my Hourglass concealer did. It just has a different formula, and I think that's perfectly fine. Also, this one runs a little bit more yellow, which is weird because it has a pink undertone. So you would think that it would be a little bit more pinkish instead of yellow, but I definitely do like the consistency, and I'm definitely excited to use this a little bit more because I kind of like it. Like, it isn't exactly what I'm used to, but maybe it's time to switch it up. Okay, here are the stars of the show. So this is the Juvia's Place bronzer and the Coffee Shop palette. I'm just gonna give it to you real straight. These two products are my new holy grails. This is my new holy grail for neutral palette, like realness. And this is my new contour. I'm pretty much gonna use this forever. This contour is so pretty, so subdued, so nice. And what I love about it is that it's not too gray. It's a lot more warm, but it still has that really nice contouring effect. And like, I just like the way that it looks. Like, it looks so nice on my skin. And it also is paired with the blush, so it just looks super nice. Like, also, like I already said this, but hello, Juvia's Place. Hey girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of just love that. I don't know why. Next up is the Coffee Shop palette from Juvia's Place. Like I said already, this is a beautiful palette. It is just literally coffee. It's like, if I were to make a coffee palette, this is what I would come up with. Like, and also what I love about it is that it is definitely for the dark skinned girls. Like, this is just perfect. It has a nice pigmentation. It's also really blendable as well. I think if I were to do this with a different technique where I did this before the actual foundation, I would be able to go in with a really like exquisite look. But for right now, you're getting this little, you know, like smoked out look, but like, I love it. It just has this beautiful, like nice pigmentation. I just can't get over it. And also like this shade right here, like this more glittery, like bronzy caramel shade, I love it. Obsessed. I kept hearing about Juvia's Place. I kept seeing it. And I was like, okay, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's for me, but it's for everybody. Like, makeup is for everybody and you should enjoy it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This has actually really improved my mood. I was super just kind of like down in the dumps, but thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you guys later. I definitely want to do more of like a real like makeup tutorial, more like a real like video, but this was just a little bit of a chit chat, just a little bit like a, oh, like let's just get ready for like nothing, you know? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.